Oh, you know what? It's crazy. I probably I can remember the play, and I believe it was ace flip 59. And I remember what we thought we were going to get was we potentially thought we were going to get cover 0, and that we'd be able to throw a little post in the back of the end zone to Zach Colley. But as we broke and went to the field, Johnny Harline came to me and said, look, hey, what do you want me to do? Because I'm kind of singled up on this side. And I just said, look, if you get cover 0, look, I might take that fade to you again. Otherwise, just work to get open. That was kind of it. Almost like, look, this may have to turn into backyard. And in the back of my head, because of the year before, I had remembered, I was kind of shuffling to the left the year before. And at that time, I wanted to make sure I got a ball off. I gave somebody on my team an opportunity. And when I went back and watched the tape, I realized they only rushed one guy or two guys. And I'm like, wait a second. I didn't need to get rid of the ball when I got rid of the ball. I could have bought some time with my legs. So when I jogged out on the field, I remember thinking, look, if they give this to me again where they think they're going to drop everybody, this year I'm going to use my legs more. And, I can avoid people. So that's kind of like the whole as I went and took the snap. And then when I took the snap, it's the weirdest thing ever. Something that I will always remember was I peeked back up at the clock. I saw the clock. I saw the score. And for every reason, there was just this ultimate calm inside me. Like I was just playing another play of football. Like it literally just felt like another play. And, then it was pandemonium once Johnny caught it. It was amazing.
At what point did you see Johnny in that entire play, John?
Really right as I started to move right, I saw him he had worked his way all the way to the left side, and I wasn't anticipating that. It's like as I started right, I caught Johnny man, he's on the complete other side of the field, working his way that way. And as I started to run right, I felt so Bryce Mawika was my last guy on the left side, and I could see the defenders next to him. And as Bryce ran with me, I felt the other defenders running with Bryce. And I realized, oh, my gosh, Johnny's going to come out of the back end of this thing. But I also didn't know how much room I had in front of me. So I had to take a quick peek of what was in front of me. And I realized, I don't have a lot of room. And I don't know, it's one of those things where you, all these thoughts go through your head, and it all happens in literally, hundredths of a second. And I knew I was going to have to jump and take a hit. And then the weird thing for me, though, when I threw the ball, I lost vision of where the goal line was. So I'm trying to look through my legs because my legs were going over the top of me. And as I'm looking through my legs, I see Johnny go to his knees, but I have no idea where the goal line is. And for a split second, I'm like, if he slid on his knees on the 1 or right outside the goal line, but then when he stood up and threw his arms up, I knew he was in. But there was that split second that I'm just if he had to go to his knees on the 1 foot line, oh my gosh, because I couldn't see the goal line. And then it was just crazy. Then it was just jumping all over everybody. And the other thing that blew me away was how quickly a TV camera was in my face. I could not believe it. I'm celebrating, and all of a sudden, I swear it was the guy that did the KSL that had the big red wavy hair, almost like Conan. What was his name?
Tom Kirkland?
Tom Kirkland, right. And he was out on the field asking me questions, and I'm like, what in the heck?